Hello, everyone, and welcome to our dev stream behind the scenes Forest Bunker development. Together with me is. Come on.
Me.
Me. It's me. Is
Yeah, it's
Zelotron.
Zelotron,
And
and
then the
I'm
other
Rex.
me.
And
Yes, I'm the other him.
the other him, Rex. And our special guest,
Also me.
the next me, Ilija, who is also joining us today since he worked on the map.
Hello, everybody.
So, how's everyone doing?
Yes, answer me? Us? Me's? The me's or this chat?
The chat. Everyone okay?
Me or the D's?
I hope everyone's doing good.
So, as you can see, we are doing something quite differently since we're in the editor for the first part. So we have picked out 3 builds, one from April, one from May, and one from November of full stop development revisions. And we're just want to say how, and we just want to show how one of these maps is developed, what we work on, how we work, and show a bit of in-depth stuff, because it's always cool to see. So I guess I'll get started, loading the very, very first map.
Well, I mean, with like a backstory, how the whole thing started.
Right. I mean,
Ilija's
that's on you,
story.
so let's just throw it out there. How did this map came to be?
Ilija?
Is it really on me?
Yeah,
No, I'm just
you
kidding.
Well, you're
started.
the one that started it.
No, I was just, I guess, inspired with you guys taking over development and making updates and all of that stuff, and felt that I wanted to try make something on my free times in the evenings whenever I had a couple of hours. So I put my Half-Life level on rest and started this. And I guess the initial idea was to just try to make something as dynamic as possible with like existing content, because obviously we're not a big team, and try to like take the things that already exists as far as possible, make it feel different, make it play different. So that was the basic idea.
Okay, then let me open up the very first revision of the level. This is version 1.0.
Yeah, this is literally like probably the same day as it was started.
Yep, this is
Yeah,
start of April.
It's a couple of hours.
This is
Yeah, April, so it's like almost a year ago. This was even before Resurgence released, which honestly my memory did not serve me. I thought we started this like in September, but apparently not.
yeah. So this was during the making of Resurgence, where Ilya started working on a level and trying out new things. Because this was roughly also around the time where a lot of the systems got better, performance got better. We could, due to the engine upgrades, more stuff could be added onto maps. So
I think
Less
you
crashes.
you fixed a lot of issues with the editor as
less
well.
crashes, more ambition. So tell us a bit about like what was the initial concept? What did you do here? What was the plan?
The first thing basically that I did was spend a couple of hours just putting out random units that could be like a base to a level, and that's how I got to the hunter's terrain. And then I liked the sort of spiking of them, like it has all these edges and corners where it goes out from the middle. So I had the idea that it fit very well with the dynamic thing of like, oh, it'd be fun if you have to do something in the middle, but before that you have to do something out in one of these corners, and then they can change and be moved around with some obstacles, etc., etc. So the very first idea was basically you had to go to each of these and steal a willy and bring it back to your I think if you fly to, yeah, this is like a temporary boat thingy that you could dock, so you could start on each side of the map, and then you have to like go around search for jeeps and get them back onto your boat. And then obviously it would have like multiple places where it could be, and each time you play, they will be in a different place, and depending on where they are, it's a little different in terms of gameplay. And this is just like the way I usually work is I set up the logic for the level in a very crude, fast way, just so that I always can like press Control T and actually play the level. Like you have to drive the thing back to your boat, and then the boat obviously and the player start would switch places from time to time. 'Cause I feel like Raid does miss some dynamics in the levels. It can be pretty static and samey. So that was the goal. And then it pretty quickly, I guess, after a couple of days, turned into a truck where you have to find one, and then with the same truck instead to drive around, because it really sucked to like take one jeep to the boat and then run out again, and then drive it back, and then run out again and find the next one, etc. It's nice in co-op because then you can have a friend drive you and literally have three Willies driving at the same time. But it was it sucks in single player, but it's also I was worried about like it being too crampy. Not crampy. What's the word when it's too tight together?
cramped.
So it wouldn't be fun to drive. Yeah, too cramped basically. So we switched it to one truck. And then you take the truck and fetch things instead.
So we're gonna see in a second when we jump over to the build 1 month later to the May build. It was already drastically different after just 1 month. So this was the initial, like a very initial concept of okay, let's just take some terrain, put some cars down as an idea, and then it changed very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Usually I would role play this also and make sure in my head it can be like a 15-20 minutes thing. So I would like take the jeep and drive slowly and stop and go out and shoot rocks, and oh no, they did something with the bridge, so I have to drive around, etc. Just to make sure like that I would have everything I need.
And also, you can really see like your modding roots in level design, where it's just like this prop, for example, is just a rock, and in prototyping, what's editor unit height again?
F3.
F3, yeah. This is just a rock that's meant to symbolize a bridge, and you just took it because that's part of the
Oh yeah,
part
the
of
kit
the
caching is
part of
very
the
strong.
library that we have. Same here, where it's just this is just a bunch of rocks you stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, I think a lot of players familiar with Diesel will know those units.
a rock.
Yeah, these have been around since Wanted, I think.
I mean, I could press Control X, but I'm a bit scared, so I'm not gonna look. Shows all the buttons.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's especially in this stage. I usually just wanna like get something up and running as fast as possible, just to like see if the overall idea is any good, and then obviously you start working in more detail.
I mean, the textures of this game improved at least a little bit after the newer updates. Like, this is still so old that it has like the pixelated stuff.
It's funny because this texture that the Hunter's terrain uses, we did end up changing these textures before Resurgence came out.
Yep. So this is pre-Resurgence, like this is pre-update, so they look not great. But
yeah, I mean, when at some point when we had like some more gameplay and we were getting happy with the layout, Rex redid a lot of the terrain.
Yeah, a lot of terrain work.
Even though the same shape and everything is there, it's literally new
and
mesh
as you can see,
all
like
of it.
objective-wise, this level was like nothing yet. It was just okay, steal the jeeps, nothing.
Yeah, we did start to have like an actual structure for objectives correcting, because normal raid maps were pretty messy. So this was Rex like enforced, like this is how we do the objectives.
Yeah, later on we're gonna show the current one as well, like what's the current look of it, so then we can show a bit off of how clean the level scripting nowadays is. But yeah, I think that's all for this one.
I was just gonna talk, like we also had the issue with the Jeeps, where these are basically just made in like the beta, so they were never actually finished. So we couldn't really use the jeeps either way because we don't have them finished and we can't finish them at the moment because I think the vehicles are rigged. So we
Yeah,
couldn't.
the vehicles
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
not finished.
And
that Jeep is not
the
finished.
unfinished map already was called Forest Bunker. Like that was the working title from the very start,
Yeah,
I think.
instead of camps, it was like as Ilija said, it was supposed to be like 3 bunkers or multiple.
Right, yeah, you have the spawn, and then you had 3 roads, and each road was meant to have like a bunker that you liberate something from in the initial.
Yeah, and every
concept.
bunker would have a jeep or some vehicle that you would steal.
So you had to breach like a bunker here, a bunker down here, a bunker there, and then drive them back. Or if you
I
had
gotta
some
say
different,
though.
this was another spawn.
Oh, you see, that's yeah. And I wanted to have one on the other beach as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, you gotta have a good sense of creativity and imagination when you start something.
Yeah, level
'Cause,
level
you know-
designers gotta shoot rocks for a long time.
Yeah. You need to look at this and then convey to everybody else, like, don't you see how cool this is gonna be? And all I did is see it's fucking rocks.
Rocks and grass, yeah.
Yeah.
And here you can still see that it's, you know, very much Hunter's terrain. Like this is the exact same layout as Hunter's.
Yeah, we didn't get a custom terrain until quite late, I think.
Yeah.
It was
I mean, it
Hunter's
started with me asking Rex, like, can you fix me the middle part? And then can you give me another part that's more like this and then this one? And then at some point you were just, I didn't even ask you, I think you just started remaking the full terrain, more or less.
Yeah, you were asking for like individual rocks to be adjusted a little, and then I just
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing over.
Yeah. This, like, if I quickly...
Yeah,
shrink.
but even in the final one, you can
This
see
has like
the,
barely any polys. This is like nothing.
yeah, you can see the spirit of Hunters in the final one, but it is different now.
Yeah.
That's something we talked about a lot, right? While playing and talking in general, was to try to make it feel as different from Hunters as possible.
Yeah, like.
I mean, technically, in the
layout.
end, we could have just done any layout we wanted because we ended up remaking it. But yeah,
Yeah, quite a bit was already set in stone before we did the terrain, so it was kind of like we don't want to redo so much because the layout isn't really that much of it. It's mostly what's already there that's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so should
'Cause
we
I
switch
think,
over to next month, to May?
Yeah.
I also want to see, like, you know, even in this version, as you can already see, like, you were thinking about like how to block sight lines off so you don't see the entire map at once, to have like the middle part,
yeah,
and then the path in the middle, that's important. So you have the little path in the middle, that's in the next version. That's gonna be very obvious now that that's gonna be the idea, to have a main road but also have the side roads that you can go around, and that's still in the final.
yeah. And I wanted like each camp to have like a side road to each other also, which ended up almost happening. Like some of them have, and some of them have like alternate routes. But not as much as I think I wanted from the beginning, which is a good thing because I think that would have been too much, basically too easy to get lost. So, and I'm pretty happy with the amount of like pathing on the level in the end.
Yeah,
All right, now we're good for the next
Now
level.
we can go.
good
Yeah.
for next one. Okay, let's switch this over. Let's hope this works. Let's click this, and now you see the non-screen, and in the meantime, I'll switch builds. Okay, let's close this. So the next one we are gonna play sort of regularly, so we're gonna play it in the actual game. Work, raid. Forest Bunker Stream May. Fraud.
May. That's not even far from
Yeah,
starting it, right?
it's about 1.5 months. That it's like mid of May. The other one was start of April. This is mid of May.
Yeah, because it was like the part where I think we did something with the mass units. So you just started placing a bunch of grass, and then that's how you prototyped out all the crops. So that came together
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah, I remember having a lot of fun because there was a lot of things fixed, like in production, in the editor, in the game. It ran better. Like the editor didn't crash. for random reasons and stuff. So it was just really nice to play around.
Yeah, I remember every couple hours I'd get a message from Ilya saying this crash log, and then I get back to him 5 minutes saying it's fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a budget. It's a low budget, but there is a budget. It's we can do some stuff. Like there are options. Technically, there are options. Yeah. But so yeah, this is May. As you can see, this is still 22. So this is still very, very early. This was still when Resurgence was not released. So it was in the middle of skill system development. Like if we go to the skill table here, we recently noticed, like this is the pre-version of the skill table where a lot of the skills weren't even done yet.
Yeah, a lot of them were missing or didn't have icons or had different abilities because those got shifted around a lot.
Yeah, this was right around the time where we did skill system testing. So we gave it to a group in the community and they got to give us feedback. So yeah, this was
Old Rally, I think.
Old Rally, yeah. Among many others. It's also the old boosts that were way too OP for what they were.
Yeah, boosts were like you just got a bunch of, like, they were just basically normal talents. Then we reworked them later on to be what they are now.
But this is not so old that they're still the pain train skill, right? No, this was already.
I think that was
already changed to be a war cry, yeah.
I think it was like January or February when we changed.
Yeah, so this is like the very old system. Still has the debug menu to level them up. I should not equip skills, maybe they're broken.
But besides that, there's not much visible.
Yeah. So this is,
there has been a lot of difference.
Yeah, Pre-Resurgence is a difficult one to work on.
You've missed Rally, it's your fault that it's gone, Tonus.
Yeah. So now we're gonna play
what you're gonna play?
This looks terrible. Ah. What a good feature. Yeah,
I stepped on my foot.
It's debug safe, so ignore what's about to follow here. This is all not important. Let's play Fourth Bunker. Didn't have a name yet.
Well, yeah, that's a spec.
I mean, that was the name. The level has a forest and it had bunkers. What else do you want?
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
A train carrying gold is second sector at Berlin.
To answer Connor Shaw here, yeah, we love showing dev stuff because it's just cool, right? Like showing people how a level is made, how these kinds of how a game gets made, how ideas get shifted. It's like as long as we have the opportunity to show it and we are not bound by anything to not show it, yeah, we will and we can.
Yeah. Before you leave, this is already a big change.
I'll zoom out a bit.
So, yeah, originally, like, the final version has 3 camps, and we were supposed to have a 4th one, which was this burning forest area that you spawned in. But yeah, like during playtesting, we realized that it was already kind of getting big.
Yeah,
and
it's sort of in a weird position too, as well. So we
this
would have to
also did not have a map yet. And one of the things, like, I'm actually gonna get I'm gonna play through this while we talk. So one of the things that's big on this one is initially we didn't tell the player where the truck is, so you actually had to go through the camps and find one. And that spawned at one of the camps.
Or like on the roads leading to the camps.
Yeah, you had
to. I think the side roads were going to have some truck spawns that you could take, but that didn't make it.
Yeah, and this is like still using hunter's terrain. It's a lot of like temporary objects.
Yeah, like the basic gist of a level is there. It's very rough, obviously, but the basic idea. So it's not in this camp. There's keys.
Yeah, but this is not the final warehouse. This is just the building from Amber Train.
To not walk through an empty level, I'm just gonna fly there. That's.
Look, show it a bit how it
Eh,
looks.
I mean, I can walk as well.
Like just look around, like on the left.
Do
you
we
don't
have infinite
to-
sprint and debug? Probably not.
No.
That would be convenient.
Yeah, so it's like it's starting to take shape. The idea was already there to have the bunker in the middle. And then I think, yeah, in this one we already had the idea to you kill a commander.
Yeah.
But
But we didn't blow up the wall in the beginning. That's something you guys added.
we
Yeah,
told
right.
us
Right now it's just a
later.
gate. There's no wall. Yeah, it's just a gate that we. But we'll see.
I think
We'll get there.
because we had two different gates locations. I think.
Oh, Leon, sorry,
Yeah.
can you go back there down to the beach? Because this was the first area, like when you guys fixed all the mess unit, which is the
yeah, this here.
people who don't know the like vegetation and the small props and rocks and mushroom stuff. This was like the first area we really
Yeah,
tried
this
it.
was. I told
It made me
Ilya.
so happy to
Yeah.
to be able to like paint lots with them because it looks so good compared
Yeah,
to like,
we
real-life
were
stuff.
testing out some limits, and I told Ilya that he can go a bit more crazy with it because we've fixed a bunch of performance issues.
Yeah,
And
in the end it turned out
yeah,
to be too
it looks
crazy
great.
because
Yeah, a little too crazy. I
Also
think
has the little
we
funny
did get
cave.
it
Yeah, but
overboard. But it is still a
you can't
giant
tell
map.
me to go crazy and not expect me to go
That was a bit too high.
uber crazy. I
Yes.
think you're inside there.
Yeah,
You're in the roof.
a little funny cave.
yeah, the cave was already here, but we wouldn't have the spawn closet here yet. That's something that Rex added later.
Yeah, the little cave dungeon.
Yeah, so the ideas were already here. Yeah, the farmhouse was here.
Yeah, the farmhouse was there. But I don't think we got the truck here as well. We got it at the third.
Very empty. And yeah, the explosive was literally just this bag on the floor that you saw there. If you look back.
Yeah, so it wasn't here either. So it's at the train yard. So there was no.
And we wanted a path up here too, but I
Yeah, it was too long. It would have been too long, yeah.
So there's the truck. I'll just drop myself here and walk there to trigger.
Oh yeah, look back. There was a tent
Hmm?
for this. We
Right.
want to talk about this. These parts. So like these parts with the little tarps. Originally a prototype where they can be randomly just sniper huts. To have little sniper spawns here. But that didn't really fit. So
They're like
then we
little
went
watchtowers.
Yeah, because there's so
Yeah,
many trees
watchtower. I
around.
think it was watchtowers that you could climb and use, but it's just driving around so much that it wasn't really of use.
So the truck here is at this location, but since the initial objective wasn't what it is now, where each of them has a unique one, for all three it was yet to find the key for the truck to unlock it. It's like the same one as on airfield.
Yeah, when you get to the camp, I wanted you to like look around because you would still be able to be in stealth technically.
Yeah.
And hide it in different places. I'm not a big fan of that now. I think you guys.
So now I got a truck.
call.
These were the first protos of the explosive crate.
Yeah, it's the dummy cheese. Which couldn't have been stacked, which would have been very bad.
But these actually don't matter, they're just put in as...
Yeah, look at the train station, that was very different. Can you even
The
go
train
back
station
to
is the
Oh,
last area we fixed too, right? I
Yeah,
think.
this
Yeah, we added a whole section on closer to the train
Yeah.
because it used to be only before the rails that you could actually go,
Yeah.
and everything after that was just like background.
Yeah, this was very early. This
And I think in the if you like look out in the backdrop over to that village, like to your left, I really wanted to like make something they can see from here, and then if you're at the farm, like you would be able to see the same things from a different area, just to try to like connect the world a little better. I
Yeah.
think we did a pretty good job. Like it feels like a real place.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of the idea that started us even thinking about what the premise of this whole thing is. We're like, okay, we have this village here, so there's obviously something about it.
Yeah, I mean, first there
Yeah.
was an idea for a level, and then that was worked on, and then later on it's like, oh yeah, this would fit story-wise. This is how we could tie it into the game.
Yeah, the officer to learning about you came much later.
And that's basically all you guys. I had very little to do with that.
Yeah,
I was so
the
busy with
story
other
stuff is just kind of like fit into place based on like stuff that was happening with the map.
Yeah, we looked at what was there and thought, oh, how could we tie this into a nice little narrative that would fit the game and its ideas?
Yeah, I think originally there was the commander. That was Ilya's idea. But later we needed to figure out like why is this commander any more special than anyone else?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing came from pretty much just like a joke because I once made the joke that we need to make like an officer question mark. And then Leon ran with it.
I don't even know. I don't even quite remember anymore where, like, why you said that. There was some reason why we talked about it, like, oh, what would be the like, oh, it's a mysterious guy. It's like this mysterious figure. Oh,
I
it's
think originally it wasn't even relating to the map. It was something else. And when we did the map, then we came to like, okay, that would actually be
yeah,
fun.
needs to be a mysterious figure, and I was like, oh yeah, what's question mark in German? Oh, Fragezeichen. Yeah, let's just call him Officer Fragezeichen. That's funny.
And then yeah, that came from that okay, maybe he's like, if he's like mysterious, then he's got like intel on you.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same way with the skills, right? Like we work on this game and think, oh, that's funny. That's a funny idea. Let's just go with it. And that's usually how most features in this game happen.
I remember placing this bag on the roof because I wanted like a place where you had to do a little jump puzzle to get up to get it. But I think I never did it, so now you just have to free flight up and get it.
Right, there's no jump puzzle. Good that you remember.
Yeah, because if the like both the doors were closed, then you could also jump down from the window.
Right, there's no
windows.
minimap yet. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, let's just throw that in. And now we get to blow up.
Yeah, I think this was before we changed fall damage as well.
This is also before I added like the first version of the spawns and the AI.
Yeah, I mean we had some stealth patrols, but
a singular guy.
I think I had some like debug ones I could activate somehow, but I don't remember what the
Yeah, I
triggers.
think I only remember like one guy who just walks 3 meters up and down. So he wasn't very patrolly.
He's a good guard. He takes care of everything alone.
Get
But yeah, there was a lot of work with navigation.
Form truck. Get away, form truck.
Farm truck. Oh, but it didn't.
And Kurgan didn't even look at the explosion.
I didn't put the glitchy boxes in because those don't allow me to drive.
Oh.
Yeah, when testing, we had a funny thing where when we tried these builds again for the stream today, where the dummy boxes just glitched into the air. Because the truck is still there, it's just like invisible. It's in a very janky state. This is 2 times the bunker from
This is the bunkers busters.
Bunker Busters bunker.
This is also the bane of my existence. If there's anything I hate doing with modular units, it's interior.
Ah, there he is.
So
yeah,
whenever I
that
can
was-
cheat and just get like, oh, here's a fucking bunker, I'll just make something work, then I'm happy to do it. I don't know why, I just can't. Well,
Is that
very difficult.
And I remember there was a bug with this at one point where the guy spawned and he just ran out and went to a fleet point and despawned.
Oh yeah.
the guy just ran away. It's like, oh, the raid gang is trying to get me. Time to run away.
Might have been some of the inspiration for the later mechanics in the final,
Right.
where he can
Yeah.
actually escape.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the origin of that, where he like ran away, and I was like, that'd be interesting because we needed something new to do inside the bunker. What if you fail it?
But it's also a lesson for me where like I focused so much on the it'd be cool to drive to all these places in a level. That when I came to the like last objective, it was just like, and then you kill a guy, and but yeah, I think you guys did fantastic job to
Yeah,
tie it together.
we are gonna see quite interesting when we look at the November build next, where you can really see how the level evolved in terms of objective and how we got like a clear understanding of, okay, what do we want the core objectives to be, and then that's a couple of months, but then you'll see like until the map releases, there's this last very important part of getting stuff to be streamlined, getting stuff to be actually fun and understandable. That took another like long chunk of time.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of time took where we
Oh yeah, this is bugged by the way. In this build, you just stand here.
where we went to work on other things for a bit. Like we did the Halloween update that took a bunch of time, and then of course like Christmas and everything.
And releasing Resurgence as well, like that's obviously sometimes.
Yeah, so like there was like a lot of like 4 or 5 months where we didn't really work on it. Where we had to put it on
Yeah.
the sidelines. Yeah, because like Resurgence was almost like a month of we had to like fix a lot of things, keep updating for new stuff. So it was that's why it took a lot
I
of
had
time.
payday stuff during this also.
Yeah, Ilija had to.
Payday
Yeah.
3 work.
It went dark, so I had to pick it up.
Yeah. Also, I don't think you looked at like the in front of the bunker, how different that was.
So there again.
Yeah, like this whole area was very
Very
different.
tight. A truck was there that you couldn't take.
Yeah, I mean it was very prototypey. There was not like there's no interior or nothing. It's just basically it was just a visual aid, right? Like to have this here, to go okay, this in the future will change, but for now we'll just plunk down what we have.
Yeah, we won't have the build where we have like a prototype bunker, because that's like there's some builds where we have like a mock-up bunker, but that's pretty much the only difference between this and this. That
Yeah, like in between there was like a model of placeholder bunker, and then it got modeled more like. Right.
I think there was also some art
I think-
tests for model design, like for bunker designs.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They got
That's how
buried
it
pretty
started,
quickly.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I used those. If you fly above that building out in the ocean, I think it's in editor only maybe.
We can show it. We can show
Yeah.
it if you want. I can load this up in the editor.
oh yeah, you want
Yeah, because Rex
Sure.
used to leave me notes.
Yeah, then let's show that.
Yeah.
Let me jump in the editor and we can show that.
Yeah, we didn't show the bridge, so you saw that thing in the sky because originally the idea was that the bridge could be like blocked with items that could like randomly spawn, or like mines and stuff like that. And the second bridge, nowadays there's a second bridge. Originally the idea was that you have to like find planks to put down to make your own makeshift bridge to get through it. But in the end that was like just it felt like padding, so we removed those.
Yeah,
but,
it's always those things, right, where you have to iterate on these sorts of features. And in development, you might go, "Oh, this is a great idea. This is so fun," and then you play with it after your prototype, and it's go, maybe not.
yeah, I mean this is something like I mean I still like the idea of the bridges. Like now we have two, to one of them being randomly blocked. I think that could be revisited someday.
There it is. There she goes. Time to load up the level. Oh no, I can't. I can't actually, because the map is not on the. The map is not like my. It's only the build, but it's not the branch date.
cannot-
I can switch it. Give me
Go
2
open.
seconds. In the meantime, you can talk a bit. I'll switch. Don't worry. I'll get it working.
Quick, keep chat distracted.
Yeah, keep them distracted. They can't notice.
Look to your left. Everybody look to your left. You see?
You see?
Crazy.
Damn. Never seen that before.
Yeah, the environment came before the story, because if you make the story first, you really limit yourself on what you can do, because if you change your mind later on, it's a lot harder to do that because you already have the story and you
Yeah.
wrote all of it.
I
Okay.
think all of my levels, more or less, I always make the gameplay stuff first, and then shoehorn some story in, either with the help of others, or not either, usually with the help of others.
Should work.
Yeah, it's pretty good to be able to make a level and then also be able to use it for like 2 different jobs, which we
Yeah.
haven't been doing much of yet, but we want to do it for
Yeah, this was already set up
couple
in a way
levels.
where if we want to, we should be able to easily make like an outlaw and other stuff like that with it.
Yeah, here you can see the start of scripting. Start of
Yeah.
some randomization.
I even tried to keep it clean.
Yeah, but eventually this was
Yes.
like rescripted completely.
Yeah, I held it
Eventually,
at gunpoint.
eventually I turned into myself. Look at all the elements. But yeah, Rex
I
would leave
just
me
wrote
notes like this,
paragraphs.
which was nice. Or I think it's Rex. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it's
it was
Rex.
me. I wrote
Yeah.
those.
Yep.
I put notes everywhere just because some of them were even for myself. So when I come back, I'd realize what I was doing.
Yep.
Yeah, we really need like a proper system in the editor to put down notes on the map. I think we did think about
P4.
Mm.
Yeah, if you look
Seaports mentioned.
if you look hard enough on the final level, you may find some.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a lot of the like design notes. So this was Ilya's and Rex's chat. Ilya just put a message Rex wrote under it. And then
I think this is all Rex. But yeah.
But yeah, that was the
Oh,
bridge.
look at all the cover points, damn.
Yeah, that's Ilya's favorite part of mapping, is placing these, which is the AI use these to actually know where to move on the level. And most
Yeah,
people
actually,
hate
I love it.
it's
Yeah,
one of those things
I love it.
where like people go, oh, I've heard this before, where people go, oh, on this map like the enemies cover so good. It's like, yeah, because someone actually took care of placing them. That's the important part
Yeah,
to
and
it.
this is only like phase one where you put them against things like super clear, but then I usually do like another pass where I put them further away into like firing lanes and stuff. This is something we figured out on payday 1 already, that it worked nice for our dudes. So there's a bunch of cover points where there might not even be an actual cover, but it does make sense in the game.
Yeah, because you want them to actually like move about and not just always go on the cover as well, because that might be longer path for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Little lights.
But it's fun to place.
Yeah, there was no navigation inside here yet.
Little red guy. Yeah. So
I
that's
think one of the rooms had navigation in it.
that's this
So that you
version.
can spawn.
That's this
Do you
version.
remember what the story for the burning part was?
Oh, I don't know what Ilya's idea was, but I think later on I thought about having that area be a plane crash site.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From the, I think I even used the plane crash from the zone just to when I tried it out, but it was a bit too much.
Yeah, it's also the map was already quite ambitious size-wise, right? So you can only do so much before stuff just.
Yeah, and every like small task, oh, you need to go in and put in some brushes. Then that on this map that meant like 4 weeks of work instead of 2 nights or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
But it turned out pretty well. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I think getting that cut down was definitely a good idea to not have to do that part, and it still took a long time. So
Yeah, right. The power room wasn't there yet because it was still keys. Like you open up the door and then got keys.
yeah,
Yeah.
that idea stayed for a while.
Yeah, until we got the objectives.
And this one had the radio tower in the backdrop as well, like over next to the yeah.
Oh yeah, the really big radio tower.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we needed like something just to make
I
sure
think
the player knew.
eventually the main bunker became the landmark with the radio tower. So that
Especially
was
with
good.
lighting, because there's not a lot of lighting
And we
here.
also had the foundry chimneys for the train yard.
Yeah.
Which weren't here
Oh,
yet.
they're not in here, not yet.
No.
Yeah, they came later.
Yeah, this is this one.
Oh yeah, if you follow the railroad, I really wanted to have like you see on the left there, on the other way. So on the left in the backdrop to your left, more left. Yeah, there. So if you stand on the at the farm, I wanted to have like one of those Italy or whatever France, roads along a mountain. So if you were in the farmhouse area, like a bit away, it would look cool, but I could never get it to, with.
Like
I
near
don't
the
even
dock,
remember what
you'd see
pieces
it.
I used.
Like a mountain road.
Yeah, and like maybe something driving in the background.
These are walls from
Just a test wall thing, I think.
test wall. Yeah, maybe. I was about to think it might be.
And the pillar is from I think Flag Tower.
And one thing we noticed with this map as well. Well, we noticed before, but one thing that's I think becomes very apparent with this map is that driving in this game can be really fun if the roads are actually made for driving on them. Like in the hexes, because of the over 90-degree turns that you have to do, like the steep turns, the sightline breaking turns.
Yeah, the
You-
30, 60 degrees.
Yeah, like a 60-degree, like a sharp corner. That's what really breaks driving. But if you have some smoother corners, the driving can be really fun.
I don't even think it's necessarily them being smooth. I think it's just they need to be more angular in different ways. So it's not always that same left turn you're taking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's like the hexagon is same on every part. It sucks.
Yeah, the hexagons
this
were
version
easy
have
for
my,
development, but they are not good for gameplay.
Did this version have my typewriter guy
Yeah.
down by
That's good.
the?
Yeah,
The
that
dock.
stayed. That stayed until the end.
I
no?
think
Oh,
he
yeah.
was
That
behind the
must have
house at
been-
first. It's like
Yeah.
down here, so his wife can't see him. Yeah. But he doesn't have a typewriter though. So it
Just
came
playing
later.
card table.
Typewriter came later.
Is
That must have been
oh
when
no,
his wife
this
found
is
out.
also already not here.
Not yet. Yeah,
Not yet. That came
It's
later.
probably somewhere else.
it's probably under
It's
the
probably
bridge.
on the bunker. Or
Well,
under the
I'm not gonna
bridge.
find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the little
I
Easter
mean, you
eggs,
can
right?
search.
The little
Yeah,
Easter
but I've seen a lot of people like asking about the typewriter on the sea. So now the story is known. That's the
Yeah.
story. Of, like he goes out to write.
He goes out to write
His
this.
wife's his wife. He gets into a fight with his wife, and then he goes out and writes books and songs down by the sea. That's the story.
Okay. Well, time to for number 3, I think. Time to jump into number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. Now I need to switch save
Somewhere
files.
around here is when I started dropping off, I think, and more having a support role, like helping out with some smaller things.
Yeah, this was about that time where stuff for you. started.
Now we're gonna jump into November.
Yeah, so by this point, Resurgence was out already. I think this is like around that part, yeah, where we were working on the Halloween update.
Yep, pretty much.
So I think at this point there weren't many things moving on it for a bit. And Ilija said like he also had to do other stuff. So it was in
a certain map for a certain game. So
yeah.
It was not much there.
I zoned out for a couple of seconds, sorry. So I missed what you said. I hope you said something nice about me.
Yes.
As always.
Nice. Thank you. Because I have only good things to say about you. When the stream is running, that is.
Yeah, well, we'll need to see if like one day we can all meet like at Gamescom or something and just like have a beer, because we never got the chance to have that yet after all these years.
You have a proper dev
Yeah.
stream
Proper depth stream, yeah.
with sound
Yeah,
with
in
sound
person.
issues with sound issues.
With sound issues, yeah.
IRL stream.
Rob a train carrying girls.
Now the mission actually had, it didn't have VO, but it had a name.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah.
The mission briefing was very clear.
It was called Forest Bunker for a long time.
Yeah. I think we picked the name and like.
Yeah, full stop only happened after we had the story for it, because otherwise it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Like, full stop only happened after we decided, hey, let's, like, this should be, like, the story, and this is the way we want to go here.
Yeah, I think the name was actually only decided like around the time the trailer, the teaser was released because
Yeah.
like we needed a name
Pretty
at
much.
that point. And everything else we tried at that point didn't really work. Yeah, so this version is like a lot more.
You'll see it, like, from the design wise, it's close to what the final one became, but the objectives still play out very differently. It also had the very first prototype of a map before we had the proper map. And the skills icons.
Yeah, the tab screen, for a while I was experimenting with having like player skills on the tab menu, but I just didn't like how it looked, so
No.
didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this. Like, usually I try to never make levels where it's like, oh, there's an objective that fails, like in the story. But I think for this it actually makes a lot of sense, and it's a good intro to the map, etc.
Yeah, we try to
Yeah,
keep it short as well.
in Raid's case, it also helps to have a moment before the action starts, because people are
Yeah.
still loading in and they're trying to like look around, see what's going on.
Fighter music.
Yeah, a lot of cover was still missing here.
Yeah,
I
so
remember I did like a pass where I just put down.
already had the cuttable fence, this then had the mock-up of the proper.
All right, this was still a mock-up.
Yeah, the above the warehouse there was also obstacles I was testing, so you'd have to take another route in the warehouse,
Yeah,
but
this
I
already had
didn't end up
the
using it.
lever objective.
Yeah, but we were still on keys at this point.
Oh look, it pings me right at. So the keys spawned in every location, which I can use
Yeah,
to cheese it.
that was original like scripting from all that time ago.
Yep.
No, it's just stayed.
Let me quickly.
Oh, we had enemies. I mean, I think at this point I haven't touched the map in.
Yeah, did
Probably
we
a
already
month.
have? Go back, look around it. Did we already have the stage?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that
but the
was.
small dockyard. Or no, it is the same one.
It's
I just
different.
remember it being small. Oh, yeah, it's different, I guess.
The-
Not small.
Yeah, the gate is not here, and there was also, I think there was like an iteration where the truck spawns out here, and then the gate is closed, and you have to like rewire a panel to open it. So that was.
Right. Yeah.
But then we decided that just have the time waster only inside, and then it's not normal and easy. You have the truck just
Yeah,
spawn.
and this is also one of the things that changed later, but for the better, is that you don't have to find the truck first, that we just tell you where it is. Because going to all the camps to then notice, oh, it's not here, is just not fun.
Yeah, that changed like pretty late.
Too
as
long,
well.
also.
A lot of juggling with the balance on like, you can go to other camps and pick up dynamite, but then you also need to take the dynamite to the cars, so you need to have the car first. So it ended up being easiest to just let people get the car first, easiest.
Yeah, I think at this point we did have the custom terrain.
Yep.
Or
this
at least
is-
partially.
Yeah, this is the custom terrain, but like early.
Yeah, the train ride was very different in this one as well, because I think that was just like pretty late change as well. So yeah, here it's.
I think that's the. I remember when I hopped on for a bit. This is the last part worked on. I think the
Yeah,
train yard. is it ended up-
you adjusted the train yard so it actually looks like a metal industry area.
Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, just moved some bits around.
You think we might use that?
It was very good changes.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I think what I really like is like how different every, well, I still call them camps, like every area or arena feels. I wish maybe they would have been a little more stay in the place, and like one of them is more vertical, one of them is more long range, and one of them is more like close quarter or something, just to give them some more like characteristics.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
That'd be good.
That's what I will
Next
try.
level.
That's what I try to like advocate to avoid, is that feeling where you go to the camp and like immediately leave it, because that was like
Yeah.
it felt like you put all this effort into it, and even for gameplay wise, people like for players it's not very satisfying to go somewhere and immediately leave.
Yeah, it feels so unimportant. I think my like initial idea was to like finding the key would have been like a moment, and then when you find the key, finding the dynamites. So it would be. But yeah, I think the changes we made, or you guys made, are
Yeah,
pretty healthy.
the objective gates was the new keys, which works a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like that
And
it's
more clear also.
and it's unique for every camp. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That-
adds a lot of randomization to the level, which adds a lot of replay value.
It definitely also added a lot of extra weeks on the development of it, but I think it was worth it.
Yeah, that's the usual sidetracking moment, right? Like,
But actually, I think this is the like point in time where I've watched least. Like when this was released, I just like had 0 minutes per day to do anything, so I haven't really watched like. I just watched Mario a little bit, but I don't know like if people enjoyed it or not, or what
Yeah.
was the reception.
Yeah.
I
A lot of
remember the complaints were largely about having to deal with vehicles and large areas, but the people that didn't mind that so much really liked the map. That's
Yeah,
at least what I was hearing.
Yeah, it's either of the two. So like there are people who don't, like there are people who just don't like the big maps. They would rather have the more concentrated ones where you're guided along. But the people who do like those did say that it's
boom.
one of their favorites. Oh, it
Oh
happened! Nice.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the physics. That was fixed pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like buggy collision. Oh,
Wait, can't those be removed with the mission element?
We did fix
So
it.
those aren't those point loops?
No,
It's complicated.
Okay.
I could explain it, but it'd be all technical.
yeah. So by now we had the courtyard. Of course, not everyone was still finished, but it was like I think the inside of this is
Yeah.
done.
the inside of this will be interesting.
The gates not
But
having
even the
animations
outside here is so much better than, like this is so much better than the first thing that I had made.
Yeah, the
Because I
little
never,
tight
I don't think I spent
rocky
any time
hallway.
on it. Yeah. Yeah, this is an actual area. Jolly good. Boom.
There was also a period of time where I was debating whether or not the ladders should be unlocked later in the mission or just like there from the start. But since people just like to run around and climb things, it just ended up being
You left.
always down. Yeah.
Yeah, so this version, the puzzle was still completely different. Rex, do you want to explain it?
Yeah, I never understood
It's-
this.
Yeah, it's like a 3-point thing where you had to figure out hints for like 3 different value, like a valve, an electronics, and a circuit.
Yeah, so you see all the lights are off, and low pressure,
The
and
lights were like debug hints, like that was the code. So that light is all off.
okay, so
But
low
the-
pressure, and then you
It wasn't finished.
So
but
this
you were
is the
supposed to
power
get-
cable, the crucifix.
yeah. The power
Take
crucifix.
the power crucifix, and then you plug that into the power station, which I'll need to find.
Yeah, so like this puzzle was way too overcomplicated.
And the gas regulator says low pressure.
Yeah.
And we had that issue even in the final one. We have the issue where like we can't really have proper voice lines that explain it well. So this would have been pretty much unrealizable. You need to go in these.
Well, I need to find the panel, but where is it? Ah, here.
Oh, there it is.
You plug in the power
In a spot that
crucifix,
isn't in release.
and then you press the buttons to turn on and off lights. So I want to turn all of them off, and then press the button.
And that opens the door. Yeah, so this was
I
Like,
did get a little bit big oily with this.
yeah, and that was like the problem where like not even we could understand what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do.
I kept trying to adjust it, like, I can make this understandable someday.
And we didn't
then
actually
get
get the
off.
bug with the objective. No, that I like this time it
Oh.
didn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of random. There was a random bug where
But I
killing him
remember-
didn't trigger him not escaping, so he escaped anyway.
I remember playing this some night. Like, what the fuck's happening? Low pressure, light? I have no idea. And then I turned it off. Like, I'll ping you tomorrow. And then I tried it again a couple of days later, and it was gone.
Oh, yeah. Because eventually I just gave up.
Yeah, that puzzle was way too confusing for anyone to
I like
understand.
but like the idea, the essence is still there in the released one. I think you just enhanced it, basically made it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Better.
because 1, 2, and 3 was
I
just
think it
enough.
it did. Even the release one is a lot of people did say that it's a bit confusing. So I think we did learn on this a lot that because the voice lines were added very late. So like we did learn that we need to actually look for voice lines way earlier. And try to, like, for future levels, we need to develop them alongside voice lines. So we like already need to say like, okay, what we can use. Because obviously we cannot have new voice lines. So the only thing we can do is take existing ones and put them together in a way that they make kind of sense.
How much gold can you carry? Damn.
Yeah, it's a T-Rock save.
Yeah, in God mode, you get 256 weight.
You just one solitaire.
It's funny that your UI handles it though.
Uh, sort of.
Cardinals is, yeah, I guess.
It'd be funny if the car couldn't drive because it's too heavy.
The car gets heavier and heavier.
Your car is overloaded and cannot drive.
Yeah, so this was like very much like it has the idea of it, but it still needed a lot of like polishing and changing and fixing things.
No.
I think
The exit is the coolest part.
yeah, I think there was a point where every exit was going to be an escape location, but when I was testing it, there was just waypoints everywhere, and I thought that's going to confuse people, so I just picked
Yeah.
a random one.
Yeah. Wanna look at the editor in this one as well?
If I can remember what build ID it was, yeah, I can check. We can probably work that out. Would be cool. Sometime November, so it can't be that many. Time to get that working. Time to jump to the editor.
Yeah, what Bay said with RNG is always nice to have, because if it means you're going to have to do a different track every time you play, then it'll be nice,
Yeah.
because the
especially-
driving is going to be different.
Yeah, especially if you have to like go around the whole place, then you have to like look around like, oh, where is this? And maybe it shows you places you haven't seen before.
This was November, I said.
Substack. So you're all saying the next level I make should just be bigger. 2 times bigger.
Yeah, if you want it to be done in like 2 years.
And then you have to drive the Willy Jeep up onto a truck and then drive the truck
No, you have
through
to
like a
drive-
labyrinth.
No, you have to drive the village jeep up a slope, and you have to balance a boulder.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
cool.
boulder up the hill with a Jeep. That sounds great.
A 4x4x4 box. 4 kilometers, Tonis, or 4 meters?
I don't even think you have 4 kilometers to work with.
Yeah, the networking.
I think you do.
Right, this was
I'll make
when
the players.
update Candy was in development.
Oh, this is not after we changed stream files to VEM,
No,
right?
no, that was later.
Okay, because then we're gonna be here for a while.
No, I checked before stream, it's fine. November editor.
Oh yeah, we could add the
Driving.
tank back,
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
someday we should do a tank battle. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
or
the
at least like your tank is stuck in somewhere, and you're just inside shooting and outside.
Tank stuck? No.
A
Uh,
tank holdout.
you know what you need? You need a scripted level when you're in a plane on an MG because people love those. Just
On a plane?
rails. Yeah, on a rails plane MG section.
Ah,
No one has played a mission like that before.
yeah. I mean, I do like that mission in Call of Duty 1. in
And
the
then all
DLC.
the rest of them had it as well.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Games, work, raid, assets, levels, sea forts. No, I mean forest.
Yes, then we need to like actually develop a plane driving model. You have to
I think
drive.
a better idea might be just to have a train that you're dogfighting in. So you're shooting planes that are chasing a train.
Yeah, I was talking about this. There was a game on DOS. I think it was called War Train, which was literally that you were going on a track, and you had to like keep shooting stuff and maintaining your train.
That'd be fun. I could see that
What's
being
this
a raid.
organized scripting?
You
What
have
the
to
hell?
change the script.
Oh yeah, the mission script panel needs to be changed to the forest bunker one.
Yeah, so if you Control X,
Control X.
go to missions, and then here where it says default, yeah, there you go.
That's
There
how
you
you
go,
can see
there's
how
all my-
often I do this.
My beautiful mission scripting.
Yeah, so this is a lot cleaner. You have on the top all the objectives on a row, and then the things connecting to them below it.
The puzzles already started objective-wise, but they weren't implemented yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just disabled by default. So it skipped through the objectives.
Yeah, that's still
GTFO reference.
that's still in the final one when you have to escape.
Yeah. The old puzzle that nobody understood. There's still notes here on this level as well. Like there's still level notes.
Oh,
somewhere.
one question that I have is: has anybody ever used the like mountain road on the by the docks to get up, like next to the bunker?
On the
Behind
outer
here.
edge. Yeah, that one's a little
Yeah, I
bit
just
far.
feel
so I
like
don't
this
think-
is so unused.
I used it for like the other way around, going from the bunker to the.
Ah, yeah, that's clever.
Yeah,
If you spawn there, sometimes it's a good idea to turn around and just take that route.
yeah.
It's funny because the roadblock is still on this version, and
No,
then
the roadblock is different on this one.
oh yeah,
Because it's actually like a single straight thing.
it's a different roadblock, and then it just ended up never
was
being
also-
added.
A little bit under it, you can see the mines, I think, which was removed way later.
The mines.
They're just
Yeah, they're
floating.
exploding on the mines. Yeah, because when
Yeah, there you
we had the idea to develop like an element to where you select an area and it just dynamically places random mines around, but then we never ended up doing it.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Someday.
Yeah, I mean you did make like mines that settle automatically payday ones.
Also the planes. I can
Yeah,
I
that
can
was for a project.
I can trigger these by hand, right?
If you
By
can
yeah,
select-
tilde.
statics. Select them. Oh come on. Oh,
Yeah, but
Yeah, and then
here, right? Yeah.
yeah, and
variation.
What
And
is-
a machine gun attack, I think.
yeah, it just comes in and shoots. Which was something Ilija wanted to have in the game for a long time.
Yeah, the dramatic sandbag shots.
like a
But the
That was a
sandbag
little
has
bit
to be
low.
triggered at the same time, I think.
Yeah, this is actually still in. Like this is still where if you hide here, these sandbags will actually break apart.
Yeah, you can see the little targets on the other side that the plane shoots.
If they actually hit those, yeah.
So if the plane bullets hit these targets, the sandbags break.
Yeah. So it's not fake. It's just choreographed.
Yeah, but it's these little things, right? Like that make you hide behind cover. It's like, oh, there's a plane coming, and then it shoots. And it's like, whoa, what? This is a thing that can happen in this game, right? It's that sort
Yeah,
of.
I do wish the planes were a bigger threat, but we didn't have the animation tools yet to make that.
Yeah, animation tools.
Yeah.
There's a funny story with that, where this gate here at the bunker. What's this? Minor camp.
Oh yeah, we had the idea to have these like spawn randomly.
Right. So this gate here, this up and down gate, that's here. We.
Can I just say something before you say
Sure,
anything?
Sure.
Please, for the love of God, press F3. Thank you.
The people that work in this editor more often scream at me because I usually work in Visual Studio and not in this editor.
But yeah,
And-
the story for the gate.
Yeah.
Our animation or our model tools wasn't like we didn't export animations yet. So the way we had to make these gates open was programmed a whole system to move objects really jankily.
In Lua.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it worked well enough. So
It worked well
pre-release,
enough, and
we
like
had
a
those.
single week after we released the map, I had some time and I looked at animation stuff and I was like, wow, this is a lot simpler than I thought, and I got it to work in like a day, and then we had animation tools like a week later.
Yeah, so like an update later, that thing was gone and removed.
Yeah, it lasted for a singular public update. That was
Yeah,
kind of
and
funny.
for like 2 days, we were testing this animation extension for this prop,
Yeah.
making sure it networked and animated properly and had like stuff that would be useful later because we didn't know how long we'd be using it.
And it was gone.
And
And it was gone 2 days after the update.
Wait, did you can you check the small little mini bunker on the roofs there? The one like to your right with the a gun. Did you model in those little trims?
Yeah, I made
Like
all of those little
Damn.
bunker towers.
The ones on the floor make my like BSB Half-Life brain real happy.
I love doing those kinds
That's
of
good.
trims. They're very nice.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
trims.
No shoot down the planes objective.
Nope, none of those. I think a couple people were scared when they saw the AA guns, thinking, "Oh no, there's going to be AA gun sections."
Airplane.
So I
Yeah,
don't think
look at
people like those much.
Yeah.
But did we ever get the grenade droppers though? Like the
No.
little hatches? We didn't.
No,
right?
right.
That
So there
also
was an idea to have like the hatch that's in the bunker. Right, we had the idea to have the hatches like around outside here, and that was, I think that's where the idea of being late came from, because originally the idea was if you take too long to collecting the dynamite, when you enter the bunker you would have like an ambush of them dropping down grenades from the hatches and killing you. But then that got changed to the commander
Yeah,
thing.
that's where the commander escaping went.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's-
making a game on a level like this is a very, very iterative thing where you just have a concept that you initially start out of, as we saw, like, oh yeah, it's just a map where you steal some jeeps and then you drive them back, and that turns into so many different concepts and ideas that might get scrapped due to time or development difficulty, or just because the idea wasn't fun enough to be remembered.
Yeah, I mean the problem with that was that it would only literally catch you once, and after that it's just kind of annoying that you have to wait for them to blow up. Yeah, in this version you also didn't have the room with the howitzer yet.
oh yeah, that little window area.
Like this was just
Yeah, just a little block.
And actually, there's a funny thing where in the final version there's like a weird rock here that a lot of people are asking, like, why is that there? And that's literally just there so you can jump
Oh
down
yeah.
from the top.
Yeah, so you can climb down, and also because this area was bare. That was another one. So I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
need to
needed-
put something here. This is too flat. And then
Yeah, I needed some cover. I remember putting it and literally thinking like, what the fuck is this? Like, how did this rock end up here? And then
what's the story
it's too
behind
late in
that?
the evening.
And the funny part is
It
that
doesn't matter.
there
We
was
go.
a time, I think, I don't know if I managed to fix it. I tried to fix it where enemies would shoot through those rocks, so it didn't work as cover. But I think it works now.
It worked as cover for your viewport.
Yeah.
So you couldn't you could see less. That was a bad cover.
Yeah. So
But
that's
it's
number
nice
3.
to get a little refresher on the history of the map.
Yeah, that's November.
Yeah, and also to archive it. And yeah, from this point on, we just finished the camps, moved like assets around, of course, finished a lot of things.
Yeah, like objectives changed, of course, right? Like, oh, the puzzle got modified, the map got more cover, got testing. We gave it to a group of testers again that also helped test the skills. And the other updates, they gave feedback on it, said this is cool, this is not cool, this should change.
Very useful feedback because a lot of things changed after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the entire puzzle rework, and to make the puzzle also understandable. Like, oh, this needs a marker, or this needs a voice line, or this needs something where. Because if you obviously make it, then you get one chance of, like, then Rex shows it to me, or shows it to Zelly, and shows it to Ilya. And that's all. That's the one-time chance we get, because afterwards you know how it's done, right? Like afterwards you're never gonna fail it again. So having a feedback group where you can throw it into and go, well, what do you guys think of this early enough, right? Like early on, where it's still in a development stage where things can change, is very, very good. Because if we gave it people like,
It's so hard to pinpoint. It's so hard to pinpoint that like distinction too. Like when it's too early, because you want to give it out as early as possible, but like you also don't want to, because it's hard, as I talked about earlier, to convey to somebody what it's going to be, because it's in your head
Yeah.
and it's only a bunch of like random props. So like if it's too early, then the feedback can also be weird, like misdirected, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I had a
So
couple
yeah,
of that as
it's a
well, where
difficult balance.
people were saying like you can get out of bounds here. It's like, yes, I know, because there's no invisible walls. Like a lot of that kind of stuff happened too.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's also obviously you can't just like a week before launch go like, here is the map. What do you guys think? Then that feedback will just not have time to actually be incorporated. So we have to. It's a balance. Wall.
Yeah, and that's gonna be important for the next map. Try to finish it a bit sooner. Of course, it's really hard because we can't just work on the map. We have to do like a million other things.
We have a game and an engine to fix, so there's other stuff that has
Yeah,
to be worked on.
that's I was talking about this in Discord today. That's like the hardest part is trying to strike a balance between working on new stuff and fixing old problems, but also like making things better to better playing. And it's like for just 3 of us, that's kind of impossible to balance properly in like a reasonable time frame.
Yeah, it's also obviously one of the things where we talked with budget as well, right? Like if you have some sort of budget of a game, normally you can go, okay, we need like this and this 3D model done. And then you can outsource that to a company that specializes in making 3D models, and then you can get those from those people. And you can focus on other stuff. And for now, how it is for us is then, oh, Rex works on a level. And then, oh, I need this tower to be made. And then he has to jump into Blender and actually make a tower, which is going to take some time away from actual level design work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to find time. That's the hardest part of it is finding time for everything.
Yeah.
Especially for Ilija.
And also, there's bugs
Yeah,
to
but I
fix,
mean,
right?
I had lots of fun though. I just want to get on the. I have like maybe 3 or 4 maps that are in the same, let's call it shape as the first version were, like initial ideas. It's just like a time issue, but I do wish I had more times to work on this, because it's fun. And especially now, it also brings out the like modder mentality. Oh, what can I do with things that are already there? And sometimes I can be more creative that way than like, oh, I can do whatever I want. So
Yeah, that's
I
a
do
problem.
enjoy it.
That's a problem a lot of times nowadays. It's like you're very limited in what you're allowed to do, but here you're only limited by what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to work in the confines of what's there. Not in the model and animation confines, but in the like what VO do we have? Because we cannot possibly get Raider VO ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that shed was the radio Easter egg. Like that was supposed to be the part of the radio Easter egg,
Yep.
but then it was changed.
Oh, can we see the typewriter now?
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
go
yeah,
there.
on the dock.
There
we
he
go.
is, the old man in the sea.
With his box of dynamite sometimes.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
box spawner.
And I think like greed items as well.
That's for keeping his feet.
Yeah,
like, in
we
an
need
elevator.
that. We need that to have a sea adler spawn.
Yeah, this is where the landing boat comes in.
He just drives by.
He sits there typing. Oh, this is a nice
Right.
place to sit.
Novel How I Robbed the Bridge.
Very far out, very foggy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, is the sea forts in the distance?
Yeah, I was
They're
about to
somewhere
say.
out there.
Press F6. Oh no. Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, there's the boat and the sea fort.
Yeah, somehow
press F6 and nothing happens, Rex.
No,
It's the environment. It's a shit environment. Let me change to like daylight.
No, that's the you turn on a flashlight.
Yeah, but the environment is shit, so you don't see anything.
watch out because remember there was a time where you moved the environment, so
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I can see it in the distance there.
yeah, we didn't water yet.
Oh, day version.
Good old.
Yeah, I think we only used a couple of environments at the end. There's like a foggy one and a night one.
What
And then,
could
like,
this be?
I can't. Did the day one get used?
No, I don't. It was just like a thing you put down because, like, oh, unused asset. But no, that was not.
Because we do want to try with this level, obviously, you know, hinting at something, what could it possibly be, to have some sort of like overarching like thing that's happening, right? Like overarching story, so to speak, that's happening to the raid gang. And
Very disguised next mission.
That's like a strong term to say a story, but
well,
yes.
an overarching idea, right? Like why is this happening? It has a purpose.
No,
I think it's clearly visible here how different the terrain is also
Oh yeah.
from the original mesh.
yeah.
Like layout wise, it's pretty much the same, but there's a lot of work.
I really don't want to do it again. So much terrain.
That's why I'm. It makes me sad because like it would be better if I just did a completely different layout and you just made a new terrain. Because this way it's like you put in all the effort and people are like, oh, it's hunters.
Oh, they reskinned Hunter, so nice. Yeah. Oh, this already had the newer cave. This had the cave.
Yeah, the newer cave in the middle.
There's no stuff put in there yet. And it's funny because in the final one we have an axe here in the wall because we just don't have a pickaxe model.
The modern mentality, right? You take what you have. Right, and this already was an escape. They weren't fleshed out yet, but
Yeah, we didn't have this part yet in the road. I think the final one, Rex, you did make that mountain.
Yeah, the
road.
final road is a bit more of a cliff.
tunnel into nothing. It's a scam. Tunnel actually.
Very unrealistic.
Very unrealistic.
It goes into Tony Tunnel.
It goes into Tony Tunnel. Yeah.
Cool.
It's nice. It's nice. Can't complain.
Next stream we should just do like abandoned map ideas.
Oh, I have a big folder of those.
Yeah, could do that.
Abandoned map ideas? Like what was started as protos and then just dumped completely?
Yeah.
We deleted
Yeah.
most of those, so we have to.
Well, not the old LGL ones, but like the ones that are current, right? Like thinking about
We
Yeah, I
also
only
have to look
deleted
at
my
Ilya's one.
ones.
also maybe like abandoned
Thank you, guys.
maybe abandoned
I
feature
can bring them
ideas,
back.
like something that was meant to be like features, maybe the blimps, stuff like that. Because we've never shown that like
Yeah.
in a stream.
Oh yeah,
So
like the blimp battle stuff and the lighthouse, which was the first map I did.
Yeah,
yeah, lighthouse blimp. There's so much stuff that that just gets made,
yeah.
right? And you think,
Illustrious skill zoo.
yeah, skills too as well. That's a fun map, very interesting. Yeah, so some of the tester crew that's here in chat has seen some of these before, because sometimes we sit an evening in a voice call and just screen share, because why not?
Yeah, and I hopefully soonish we can also show like some stuff we are actually working on once they're like in a presentable state.
Yeah, we obviously don't want to do it too soon, because then you might give the wrong impression of how a feature or an idea. Sorry. Oh god,
Especially because it's
how
like
one works.
we don't know how long it is gonna be until it's done, so it might be different, completely when it comes out. So
Yeah, that's usually how it
Because
goes with these maps.
Forest Bunkers for a while felt like, oh damn, it's gonna be finished in like a month and a half.
yeah, I remember
then,
Rex
like,
kept
nope.
Rex kept saying it. Oh, we can do it by December. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, it's something
I
we
was
have to
thinking,
learn as a team, right? Like it's something that we are as a team just aren't good at yet, at like gauging how fast we can make something. Because it's a difficult thing to figure out long term how long a feature is going to take, especially if
Yeah,
you have to plan for longer times.
especially if other things are also need to be done.
Yeah, and then there's just random bugs that happen that get you off of work that you actually want to work on, right? Like, oh, then you get, because this is a release title, so you always get this where someone says, oh, but now I'm experiencing this issue with whatever system.
Yeah, that's been killing us for like a few weeks as we've been getting a lot of reports now because I think a lot of new players and we've been getting so many reports where it's like I'm like dumbfounded, like how did this even happen? How was this never reported before? There's like a lot of things like, oh, this was just always broken and no one ever noticed.
Yeah, so, something like,
Why
oh,
does
on my save file, something just completely broke. And like
yeah,
one gun just has a random value wrong.
that is the thing that delays updates the most is all the things we have to somehow figure out and we just don't know like why is this causing, and unfortunately there's still a lot that we just couldn't figure out.
And obviously we as a team, because we value every player that tries out this game because we think it's super cool, we don't want to go and sit there and go, yeah, but thanks for buying the game and thanks for like trying to support us and like spreading the word. Sorry that it doesn't work for you. Well, we don't have time. Goodbye. That's like, that sucks. Like we want everyone to have a cool experience. So
Yeah,
if 2 or 3 people report a bug, it's important for us to work on that and to get it better.
Well, we want everybody except Tony's to have a good experience.
all right.
Yeah, Tonus doesn't
Yeah.
really. And all the
But everybody else
and also
will
all the Luger enjoyers, them as well.
Yeah, never.
That's...
But yeah, like that is the biggest thing that takes time away is all the issues that
yeah, it's that sort of stuff that Velvet game. Yeah, the Velvet is also a weird weapon. It's great. It's it's one of those weapons that balance wise is completely broken the game when it released.
Yeah, I was supposed to come out with the difference.
Yeah, and then like the guard respawns that some stealth maps. Some people I noticed like they try to stealth this map as well. Like they, oh, I don't
Yeah,
want to plant the dynamite, and
I
then
think that's one thing we weren't clear enough is that you can stealth it to a point, but like what point? I know there were some people who didn't really agree with how that was handled, so that's something we need to also get better at. Because like the problem is, stealth is it essentially adds double work to do.
yeah, like working on a level in stealth means you have to do like a complete separate like objective pass normally. Like you have to think of like how does the level now play differently because it has a stealth thing.
Yeah.
And also in the background I managed to update to the most recent revision. So if we want, we can show this in the current editor.
Yeah, just fly through it quickly because I think Ilija will need to go soon. So
Okay. Let's jump to the current one and then we can call it a day. To see the final result, I guess, of all the work.
End result.
The end result of all the work. Time to switch to my current save files. Like this. And now time to launch l'éditeur final. It's so weird, like all the this was the build changes also happened at some point where our production version didn't have to run with admin anymore. So now it's like I was so confused launching it and having the admin pop up again. I forgot that was a thing. Oh
yeah,
wait, yeah, that happened.
So Ilija, when are we getting the director's cut of Forest Bunker? You
Let's
need
just
to-
release the first version.
Yeah, but you need to like have, like in a year it's already eligible for a remake nowadays, right?
Yeah, but the remake's gonna take 6 years.
Wait, are you talking shit to me for my First World Bank remakes?
No,
Is this what this is?
no.
Remakes. There's more of them?
Remakes? Okay.
Remaster.
Right, it's not a remake, it's a remaster, because...
HD.
I really like to for the day to have like 34 hours, maybe 36, and then I would make raid maps in the evenings. That would be nice.
Yeah, maybe we can go to like the World Council and get that organized. But I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy for you. Although that train has left the station long ago, right?
Are you saying I'm not healthy?
I don't know.
What is this personal attack day?
Yes. Have you here once? We need to use it, right?
You see, Rex is the only one not personally attacking me, and he's a designer as well. So it's something to do with programmers. I don't know.
I mean,
don't know what's
I'm a programmer. I just
I was
know
about to say I
off
wouldn't
live.
call. I wouldn't call it.
I'm partially a designer as well, so.
Ah, shit. Okay, so it's probably maybe it's people from this side of the world, and then the
I mean,
upside down
I don't
people.
want to be too mean, but it might be an age difference thing.
Oh. All right, I need to go, guys.
Yeah, so this is the current version. This is what the right now looks like.
And then you threw shade at Tonus as well, so it's everyone this day.
Yeah, so it was mission.
Yeah, but
and
I didn't do it on purpose, and I was kidding.
this is the final
So much mission scripting.
way. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's nice and clean.
Yep.
And
It's mostly clean.
I still got lost in it a few times, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's too clean.
This is what it ended up being with the final puzzle. Halloween pumpkins that we forgot. Oh, these could spawn in here. I didn't know that. That's cool. The final wires, dog tags.
Next big spoiler is Rex now he has animations, so he's animating the gold chests. We have an open animation.
Yeah. Animating everything.
Yeah, then the train
Enhance the
yard.
power.
Finally, got the final pass.
Sometimes a wagon hidden.
Yes.
Sometimes the grammar.
I love how you put the ladder in here. Then if you jump into the train
Someone
car.
was going to jump in there.
for safety reasons, have a ladder so you can actually climb out. That's good.
Oh, you don't have it in the other one.
Yeah, you can't get into this one. This one's like walled off.
That one I did
Ah,
wall
okay.
off. I don't know why.
But this
I
one,
didn't get
this
the
one
other one.
isn't walled off. This one has a ladder.
Consistency. Yeah, so it's like you can like see a lot of detail was added, all the
Outlaw papers on the newspaper that talks about Mr. H being, because it's released after the war. It's at the end of the war, and it's somehow in this game. Oh, I don't know why.
Well, you don't know what Fracasite can be doing. He might
Yeah,
be
maybe he's a time traveler. Who knows?
along
Yeah,
with
someone noticed the pointless
That
door.
was supposed to be. That's Raid
Pointless
World War
door?
II too.
Where's the pointless
The
door?
665 door that just exists sometimes.
Oh, it's a randomized thing. Like you sometimes just spawn that door.
Yeah, if the game feels like it.
Yeah, Ilya, there are people asking where's the Africa DLC? When's it coming out?
I think you guys told me next week, right?
All right. Well, there you go.
Oh no, we said we're too weak, we can't work.
That was 2 week, not next week.
Yeah, I don't know.
That wasn't 2 weeks. We said 2 week.
Oh, this place looked messed up for so long.
Oh yeah.
Now gotta make a raid out of that location.
Yeah, and that's that. That's full stop. That's how it happened. Oops. That's how it happened. The entire story. Half
How
a
would
year.
people feel if we made like a variant? Like there's a level where you're on the roof.
Yeah,
only
that's
of
the
boundary and stuff like
that's the
that.
plan, to make a couple more missions for this. It'd be nice to at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the missions are now scripted up in a way where they can be reused in a reasonable way, right? Like so we can use
Yeah,
the
that
maps
is all future missions will be.
with the right
Also have to go
scripting.
back and clean up the old ones to do it.
Yeah, that's one of those plans that we said last stream as well that we have for the Outlaws, right? Where an outlaw isn't a unique map, but an outlaw is just a variation of a level where instead of the original objectives, it's about stealing gold.
Yeah, but that's far in the future right now.
Yeah, right now we have other problems. We have an X map to work on. We have other things to work on for raid in general that need to be.
Taken care of.
Yeah, you
And
operate.
I have sorry?
No, that's fine.
I like the Stargate ending too. Stargate Atlantis circle. I just feel
Oh
like
yeah,
I'm
you
going
go
this.
through the horizontal circle.
Yeah. It's so nice.
This one.
I also have a meeting in 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to go in like 5
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
prepare.
We're probably gonna wrap it up here anyway, because that's what we wanted to show for this weekend stream. Probably
Chicken
gonna
wrap it up.
probably gonna be another one in 2 weeks or something. We're trying to making this a regular occurrence now. Like we try to roughly do every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we
And
wanted to stream last week. It's just no one had time.
yeah, my flight was delayed. I only arrived at home later, so that didn't really work out. But it's something we want to do, like every couple weeks, do a stream, show off some development, maybe just play the game a bit, talk about stuff, depending on what we come up with, right? Maybe show some other concepts, some new ideas.
If we have something to talk
Because
about.
we want, that's one of the things we want to do more. We want to be more communicative, show off some more stuff, talk more to people, get some ideas, get some feedback. Because that's always fun.
Yeah, you wanted to mention reviews.
Right, true. Thanks for reminding me. One of the things I wanted to say is, if you like the game now, if you're having fun, if you think it's cool, what really, really, really helps is leaving a positive review. It can be 2 sentences. It can be blammo, cool game, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, but if it's a positive review, if you purchase the game, that helps our visibility on Steam so much, because many people quickly leave a negative review after playing for 20 minutes, and then people who play for hours upon hours on end never leave positive reviews because they don't usually write reviews. But
Yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe. And hit
make
the
sure to
bell.
like and subscribe and hit the bell. Yeah, but if you haven't done so yet, then we would really appreciate it. That helps us out more than money. Wow, Ilija followed.
Yeah, it's good you mention it because I've never subscribed, followed the Lincoln Lion channel.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, LGL Ilija. That's
Yep,
funny.
yep.
Okay, well, I think. Does anyone else have something to mention?
No one looked at the river during this entire stream. Very sad.
No one looked at the river. This river.
The one I just like. I spent a week every once in a while just going up and down the river, making it look nice. Not that far.
But even that looks nice from the correct distance.
The little chest. Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Boom.
The little rocks. Yeah. So
And it's crazy that the only guy who's from Australia is the best at making water, and they don't even have water in Australia.
I haven't
right,
seen
right,
water in
because
years.
it falls off the continent, right? Like it just
Well,
drops.
by the time he made this,
Yeah.
he wasn't in Australia anymore. So now he saw.
Actually, yeah, I did.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
they fly.
It wasn't so- does anyone want to check if there's someone we can raid? Maybe from you two. See if we can do a little raid with the raid, and then that's another thing we want to
Sunday-
like to do. And then
It's only us streaming currently.
well, not maybe it's just someone we know or someone.
Beercraft.
You streaming again?
He's
Yeah.
playing old Payday updates.
Oh, more old stuff. Hey, like that's funny. So if we want to jump over there, we can. And all.
It's
Oh, Liz
Yeah.
is streaming as well. Because we
Yeah,
rated
tell
B
me.
last. We rated B last time. I don't want to be too samey.
If she's streaming, go for it.
Yeah, if
She's
Liz,
great.
Onion, good point. Liz is streaming as well on her.
Oh,
Okay. So,
Thanks for watching, then. Hope you enjoyed
Thanks.
the insight.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for showing up
Right,
and
Tali.
helping us.
Yeah.
And
Thanks, guys. And now we're gonna jump over to Liz, who is playing Dead Island 2 and usually works on Payday and works with Starburst. So say hi, be nice, and see you guys.
Yes, be nice.
bye-bye.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
Bye.
Buy Raid World War II now.
Yes, indeed.
Is it safe to talk?
No, not yet. 1, 2, 3, and